Hi, good afternoon. Hi everyone, I am Rituja Sawant and today I am here for a very special storytelling session. Today, as you all know, is World Storytelling Day, a day when we celebrate stories, we read them, we tell them, we share them, basically have a lot of fun sharing stories. And to me, actually, stories do a lot of things, right? They entertain, they make us laugh, they sometimes teach us a thing or two. But most importantly, they bring us joy. And I'm here today to spread the joy with a story that is really fun and amazing. But before that, of course, happy World Storytelling Day to all of you and welcome to this session. So I'm here today to tell you an amazing story from this book. It's called Fascinating Stories from India, and it is actually a part of a 3-book set called Timeless Classics from Amar Chitra Katha, and there are 2 more titles in this called Unusual Fables from India and Amazing Folk Tales from South Asia. So yeah, I will be telling you one story from Fascinating Stories from India. This book actually is written by me. It is adapted from the original Amar Chitra Katha comics, and today I am here to tell you the story of the Hose Catcher. It's a folktale from Bengal, but fair warning, it is slightly spooky. Not very, just slightly. Alright, here goes. Babu the barber and his wife Meena lived in the village of Taklupur, but they were not very happy. While Babu was a very skilled barber, there was never enough work in this village. So, Taklupur was a unique place. It had a good number of bald people. Very few people hence needed haircuts, and so Babu the barber did not make much money. In fact, Babu and Meena barely had enough to eat on most days. The barber's wife would complain to him every single day. "If you didn't have the means to support a family, why did you marry me?" she would ask crossly. At my parents' house, I had large, scrumptious meals every single day. Oh, how I miss aloo dum, mach bhat, and mishti, my favorite, she yearned. One warm afternoon, when the barber was blissfully napping in the courtyard, Meena lost her patience. In a fit of anger, she ran after her husband with a broomstick. She chased him all around the house, yelling, "You lazy fellow, are you ever going to find a job that pays?" Meena, listen, I have some clever ideas. Tried Babu. But Meena interrupted him. "Clever ideas? What should I do with your clever ideas? Eat them with rice?" she cried, still chasing him. After this broomstick incident, the barber felt very insulted. He packed up his tools and decided to set out in search of work. "I will only see your face when I become rich," promised a humiliated Babu before leaving. Scoffed Meena. Now, as the barber did not have much hope of finding work in his own village, he decided to try his luck in the next one. So when he entered Keshpur, he was delighted to see the village people. The people of Keshpur had lots and lots and lots of hair. Straight hair, curly hair, short hair, long hair, thin hair, thick hair, hair everywhere. It was a barber's dream come true. Babu was convinced he was about to make a fortune in Keshpur. He stopped and offered his services to a man sporting a very long, unkempt beard. By the way, that is Babu, the barber. The man laughed out loud and said, "Oh, my dear fellow, in Keshpur, we believe that hair is a divine gift. Surely we won't go around cutting our divine gifts, would we now?" And so, a disappointed Babu decided to go to the next village instead. Swayampur. Now, Swayampur was only an hour away. It was a quaint little village with brightly colored houses. Babu spotted a wise-looking lady tending to her garden, Namaste, my name is Babu and I'm very talented. Yes. We all are, she replied absent-mindedly. No, I meant I am a skilled barber and I'm here to offer my hair cutting services, added Babu hopefully. But in Swayampur we are all skilled barbers. In fact, we are skilled at everything. We are barbers, gardeners, builders, tailors, swimmers, exclaimed the lady. Out here, it is our custom to do all our work ourselves. See, I have grown these beautiful flowers all on my own, she said proudly. Right, remarked Babu and turned around to leave Swayampur. He went to a few more villages but had no luck whatsoever. At nightfall, Babu reached the outskirts of a forest. He was tired, hungry and dispirited. He lay down to rest under a tamarind tree. And soon he fell asleep and started to mumble. Trim, hair, bald, money, beard. Now those words caught the attention of a young ghost who lived on this tamarind tree. He peered at Babu from the branches and smacked his lip. Just what I need, a midnight snack, thought the young ghost. The ghost climbed down and came close to the sleeping man. He looked at his chunky ankles. He will do nicely, very nicely indeed, said the young ghost with glee. So the young ghost made a dramatic entry in his ghostly style. With outstretched arms and a gaping mouth, he jumped right in front of the sleeping barber and bellowed, "Your time is up. I'm going to eat you. Nobody can save you now." Babu woke up with a fright and jumped out of his skin. He saw a truly horrifying sight in front of him. A pale, towering ghost with lanky limbs and long, slender fingers. As the ghost took a step closer, Babu started shaking from head to toe and his hair stood on end. Now, where should I start? Chubby arms, bony fingers, crunchy toes, the young ghost wondered loudly. The young ghost looked even scarier up close. He had yellow eyes with a deathly stare and his teeth looked sharp and pointy. That's the young ghost. And that's poor Babu, covering, shivering, shuddering. I please don't, cried Babu, but no words came out. A chill ran down his spine, but the Baba had to think fast if he wanted to survive this terrible fate. At first, his mind went blank, but then Babu had an idea. He mustered all his courage and said in a steady voice, "Oh, silly spirit, try if you must, but you won't succeed. I'm no ordinary barber. Do you know what's in my bag?" The ghost looked confused as Babu continued, "I have trapped many a ghost inside this, and they were bigger, scarier, and toothier than you." The ghost looked bewildered. Huh? But that is a very small bag to put quite so many ghosts as you claim, the young ghost asked suspiciously. Babu pulled out a rectangular mirror from his bag of tools and held it in front of the young ghost's face. Look here, this is the face of the last ghost I captured tonight before meeting you. Counting you, I will have trapped 50 ghosts just this week, said the barber with an evil grin. But the ghost still looked doubtful and Babu knew now he had to act very quickly. And so the barber pulled out a comb and said, "And in case you were wondering, this is what I use to straighten out the ghosts." And then he took out his largest pair of scissors and added, And with this, I trim the ghosts so that they fit neatly inside my ghost catcher. The barber made an ominous snip snip sound. Snip. Now. Where should I start? Lanky legs, uneven fingers, or pointy ears? The barber wondered loudly. The young ghost was convinced and believed every word the barber had spoken. Now he was scared and willing to do anything to avoid being straightened, trimmed and bagged. Of course. Oh, Sir Barber, but I am just a young ghost, just learning how to haunt. I will do whatever you want. Please don't trap me, he begged. No, I would rather meet my ghost quota for the week, replied Babu firmly. The young ghost was now even more terrified. He somehow had to plead his case. Sir Barber, I'm a ghost of many talents and I haunt just the right places, including the Queen's Palace. Can you please consider? I can be very useful to you. But you ghosts are a deceitful lot. Why should I trust you? I'm willing to do anything, any task, whatever you need. It's done right away. I will do it for you, stuttered the young ghosts. Oh, okay, alright. I think I can make an exception, I suppose. Let's see if you are as good as your word. First, go and get me 1,000 gold muhars right away. But remember, if you fail, I will bag you, warned the barber. As you wish, Sir Barber, it's done, said the ghost and left immediately. He promptly reached the Queen's Palace, terrorized the palace guards and went to the treasury. Mission accomplished. The young ghost returned to the tamarind tree with a bag filled with 1,000 gold muhars. And as he handed it to Babu, the barber's eyes gleamed and he knew that finally his luck had turned. Feeling confident that the young ghost had believed his bluff, Babu now gave him a second task. Now that you have passed the test, go build a granary at my house in Taklupur. Make sure that it's ready by tomorrow night, okay? And filled with paddy. Am I clear? Yes, Sir Barber. As you wish. It will be done, said the young host meekly. The next morning, the barber joyfully returned home with a jingling bag of gold muhars. Meena, who had been worried about her husband, breathed a sigh of relief when she saw Babu. She ran to greet him and apologized for her outburst. Babu smiled and showed her the bag of gold muhars. That's Meena and that's Babu, and those are the gold muhars. Oh ma, is that really gold? She gasped in disbelief. Babu told her all about his encounter with the young ghost and how he had not only escaped a terrible, painful death, but also made a fortune out of the tricky situation. Meena was very happy that her husband was back home, safe and sound, and delighted that now they were rich. And she was dreaming of Mishti already. The same night, the young ghost turned up at the barber's house to build him a granary as commanded. The poor young ghost was so scared of being put into the bag that he worked without a single break and finished building the granary in record time. He was carrying large, heavy sheaves of paddy when his uncle and an old ghost basically came by. His uncle, the old ghost, said, "Why exactly are you carrying such heavy sheaves of paddy on your back?" asked the confused old ghost. "Shh, uncle, please talk softly or he will hear us," whispered the young ghost, who was dripping with sweat and fear. "He? Who he?" asked the old ghost. The young ghost told his uncle all about his terrible misfortune, how a seemingly harmless midnight snack had turned into a never-ending nightmare. The old ghost was aghast. "You gullible fool! You really think the barber can bag you?" "Uncle, don't doubt the power of this barber. He's a very skilled barber. Ghost catcher. He even showed me the face of the last ghost he bagged, replied the young ghost with a shudder. What nonsense! Bah! Dismissed the old ghost. You don't believe me? Come, I'll show you. Come and see for yourself, offered the young ghost. The ghost headed straight to the Baba's bedroom window. They brought with them a strong gust of wind, which slammed the window open. Babu sat up in bed. Huh? Oh, what was that? When he looked out of the window, he saw not one, but two ghosts approaching him very swiftly. He acted quickly. He dug out the mirror from his tool bag. He flashed the mirror in their direction, and both the ghosts were startled to see their own reflections. Aha! It's my lucky night. Two ghosts together. Come now, let's make this quick. Let's bag both of you so I can go back to sleep, said Babu in a loud, threatening voice. Both the young ghost and the old ghost were petrified. Gulped. Please don't trap us. Please don't trap me. I'm an old and weary ghost. Have some mercy, pleaded the old ghost. The Baba continued to hold the mirror in front of the ghost. No mercy for you. You disturbed my sleep and now you have to pay. Both the ghosts shuddered, but the old ghost quickly offered, I will build another granary for you and fill it up with wheat. Oh, all right. I can make another exception, I suppose. Now get to work, ordered Babu. The two ghosts built a second granary that night, and then they disappeared, never to be seen again. In just 2 nights, the Baba and his family had not only acquired 1,000 gold mohars, but they also had 2 large granaries filled with paddy and wheat. The Baba has become rich. He was a rich trader in grain, and Meena no longer complained. They both lived happily ever after in Taklupur. And from that day on, Babu the trader never left his home without his trusty ghost catcher tools, just in case he met another ghost or someone needed a haircut. The end. I hope you all enjoyed this story. This was The Ghost Catcher, a folk tale from Bengal, from Fascinating Stories from India, and it is adapted from the original Amar Chitra Katha comics. And in the comic format, it was scripted by Niranjana Shivram, and the art was done by Arijit Datta Chaudhary. And this is just one of the 6 stories in this book, and in fact the whole set has a total of 20 stories. And Timeless Classics from Amar Chitra Katha is done in collaboration with HarperCollins India, and this book set is available for purchase now on Amazon and even in bookstores near you. So yeah, that was it from me. I really hope you enjoyed the story, and do hope you grab your set of fun for today. And thank you so much, and wish you all a very, very, very happy storytelling day, World Storytelling Day. Bye. See you.